First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So friends, before watching this video, so do not forget to purchase my quantitative aptitude book on Amazon. In case if it is out of stock, you can directly purchase for the same price at our platform. The link is in the description. So friends, now let me move on to the 30th data interpretation. So for the mains exam, so here you can able to see they have given a passage here which is called as, it's one category of DA, caselet data interpretation. So they will give you a passage, so you have to read the complete passage and you have to find out some of the values here. Either you can frame a table chart, or some students used to solve a different way like set theory. It's upon your wish. But we have to figure out some of the values here by reading the complete question, and then you have to solve all the 5 questions based upon this passage, right? So I hope you have taken the test. So kindly go and take the test first. I always recommend you to take the test. The same question, same numbers, everything will be same given as a test. So first write the test. So only then you can able to understand where you are making a mistake and which area you are struggling to solve, and then come and watch this video. Definitely it will be helpful for you. So kindly, without taking a test, do not watch this video. You will not learn anything, right? So now let me move on to this passage. So there was a race between Batman, Superman and Spider-Man. So they need to cover a particular distance from point A to B. So Spider-Man started in a jeep at a speed of X km/h. So Batman started on bike at a speed of 60 km/h, and Superman started in a car at a speed of 80 km/h simultaneously from point A. So I think this question is based upon the races concept. So I think I have posted a separate lesson, 6 lessons on the topic that is only on the races concept, right? If there is a circular track, so 3 persons are running in a circular track, who will win the race? The first person is beating the second person by 20 minutes, or first person wins by second person by 20 kilometers. So these are the things that you have to learn how to solve a question that is based on a races. I think this is also a race concept, because 3 persons are starting the race from point A to point B, and 1 person's speed is not given, that is Spider-Man. So where the Spider-Man speed is not given, which is X km/h, but the second person, that is Batman, speed is 60 km/h, and the Superman speed will be 80 km/h. So now what they are saying is, now and the point simultaneously from point A. Okay, so all the persons are starting from point A. After traveling 7.5 hours, Superman car got punctured and he reduced its speed by 50%. So first they are talking about a Superman car, and we already know that the person Superman speed is how much. Superman started a car with a speed of 80 km/h. So we know that according to the question, so the Superman speed will be 80 km/h. I hope you know the basics of time and distance. What is the meaning of it? 1 hour Superman will be traveling 80 kilometers. If it is 2 hours, 160 kilometers. If it is 3 hours, 80 into 3. If it is 4 hours, 80 into 4. That is the way we calculate the total distance. So now what they are saying is, the Superman started the race from point A and he is traveling 7.5 hours, 7 by 2 hours, right? So after that his tire got punctured. So first what we can do here is, let's check for the first 7 by 2 hours, what is the total distance he covers. So this is the time what they have given, right? So this will be the time, and for this time 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. So 3.5 hours. Yes or no, right? So 3.5, 3 hours. We know that for every 1 hour he will be traveling 80 kilometers. Then what about 3 hours? So 3 hours will be 8 into 3, which is 240. And then 0.5. 0.5 is nothing but half an hour. So 1 hour, if he is traveling 80 kilometer, then half an hour will be 40. So 240 plus 40 will be 280 kilometer. So 280 kilometer will be the initial distance that should be traveled by the Superman in 7 by 2 hours time. 280 kilometers, and then his tire got punctured. So from the first point, first clue, we found the time taken. By using the time taken, what is the distance that was travelled by the Superman. Second point. and after its tire got punctured, what they are saying is he reduced the speed by 50 percentage. So he reduced the speed by 50. Now we already know that he is traveling at a speed of 80 kilometer per hour. So because of puncture, now the person's speed will be 40 kilometer per hour. Why? Because he reduced the speed by 50 percentage. That is half of the speed, which will be 40 kilometers per hour. So now, and he traveled another 1.5 hours, right? By in this speed he is traveling another 1/2 hour, that means 1.5 hours. So 1 hour he will be traveling 40, right? And then another half an hour. So 1 hour if it is 40, half an hour will be 20. So 40 plus 20 will be 60. So now we can say that for the first 7/2 hours, 280 kilometer, and then 1/2 hours he will be traveling another 60 kilometers. Right? So let me find all the remaining distance. So next point, after that he tried to change the tire for 30 minutes, but it was in a vain, so he left the car and started waiting for the lift. So what they are saying is, after that he tried to change the tire of the car for 30 minutes. So let's assume that 30 minutes he doesn't travel anywhere else, because let's take it as he is taking a rest, because he is changing the tire for the 30 minutes. But in this 30 minutes he didn't travel anywhere else. So first he traveled 280, and then he traveled 60, and then he was there in the same point for 30 minutes for changing the tire, and then he decided to put the car there and he was just waiting for the lift. So this was the third point they have given. So what about the fourth point? After another half an hour he got a lift. See, after another half an hour, already half an hour he is waiting, right? And then another half an hour, after another half an hour means, so he is taking another 30 minutes, right? And after 30 minutes he got a lift in a truck, so which was moving at a speed of 45 kilometer per hour. Okay, so now what he is doing is, he is traveling in a truck where the truck speed is 45 kilometer per hour. Okay, interesting question. So he traveled in the truck for next 450 kilometer. After that he jumped onto another vehicle. So what he is doing is, he is traveling in a truck where the truck speed is 45 kilometer per hour, and he traveled how much distance? 450 kilometers, right? So this is the distance he traveled in a truck, and we know the truck speed is 45 kilometer per hour. That means he will be taking 10 hours, right? Because 1 hour 45, 10 hours will be 450. So I think in the truck the person Superman would have traveled 10 hours. So next point is, and then he jumped into another vehicle moving at a speed of 100 kilometer per hour after traveling for 2 hours in that vehicle. So and then what he is doing is, he is jumping to another vehicle. So let's assume this vehicle where the speed has been given, which is 100 kilometer per hour. So some vehicle he is traveling after the truck, and he is again traveling for 2 hours. So 1 hour 100 kilometer, so 2 hours he will be traveling another 200 kilometers, right? So interesting, right? So 280 first, and then after got punctured he traveled 60 kilometer, waited for half an hour, and then another half an hour, 1 hour he waited, and then he got a lift in a truck. He traveled 450 kilometer, and then again his vehicle got, and then he jumped from this truck to another vehicle. Yes, he is a Superman, he could have jumped this, right? I don't know what does the sentence mean. Okay, so he jumped into another vehicle, and then he is traveling 2 hours, which will be 200 kilometers, right? So next point, after traveling 2 hours in a vehicle, he get down and found the destination B was 250 kilometer from the on a road. So what they are saying is, after reaching this point, he found that the point B, that is the destination place, which was 250 kilometer from this point, right? From this point, again he is looking at the destination place to reach. So this place were 250 kilometer from this point. So still one point is remaining, but he took a shortest route and running at a speed of 35 kilometer per hour, where the destination B was only 105 kilometer. So what he is doing is, from this point he is taking a shortest distance and he is covering the shortest distance. Instead of 250 kilometer, he is just covering only 105 kilometer. So to reach this destination place, and the speed what they have given is 35 kilometer per hour. So which means 35, this will be 3 hours, right? Because 1 hour 35, so 2 hours 70, so 3 hours will be 105. So finally he could have reached the destination place from A to B. So the complete passage, they are talking about only one person, that is about the Superman. Right? So they are from the starting till the end, we know that there are 3 persons in a race, but the complete passage and all the data what they have given is only for the one person, that is Superman. Right? So initially he covered 280 kilometers and then his speed was reduced to 50%, that means half of the speed. So in the half of the speed he travelled another 1.5 hours. So 1 hour 40, half an hour will be 20, so total will be 60. And then he is changing the tire for 30 minutes and another after 30 minutes, that means extra, right, next 30 minutes, and then only he got a lift from a truck, and in a truck he is travelling 450 kilometers and the truck speed is 45 kilometer per hour, that means he will be travelling in a truck for 10 hours, right. And then what he is doing is from the truck he is jumping to another vehicle. So that vehicle is moving at a speed of 100 kilometer per hour and he is travelling for 2 hours, then it will be 200 kilometers. After reaching the point, he see the destination place which was 250 kilometers from that point. And what he is doing, he is going in a shortest path, where the shortest path he could have reached the distance in just 105 kilometers, and he is travelling at a speed of 35 kilometer per hour. That means this 105 kilometer he could have travelled for 3 hours. So friends, just listen carefully. After reading the complete passage and complete point, what are all the data that we could find here is, we can easily find what is the distance between A and B. Because let's I think I don't have place here. Okay, I write extra 30 minutes. Right, sorry, I don't have place to write because here you have question. Okay, so let's now take point A, right. So from point A is initially travelling 280 plus and another 60 and then plus another 450 plus another 200, right, and plus the total distance will be another 250. We should not take the shortest path. Why? Because he is going in the different direction, but actual distance between A and B will be 250. But what the Superman is doing is, he is going in the shortest path in order to reach faster, but that's not the point. The actual distance between A and B should be 250, 200, 450, 280, 60. So now let me add all the values. So 400, right, this will be 450. So 450 will be 900. So 900, 1100, 1240. So 1240. So 1240 is what? Is the total kilometer from point A to point B. Friends, understood? So this will be the total distance that we could able to figure out from the given passage, that is 1240. And also we can able to find out the time taken by the Superman to reach A to B, because in most of the point they have given what is the time he travelled in all the distance. See, 3.5 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes. So let we add all the values, right. So this will be 7 by 2. So 7 by 2. So plus 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. So plus, and then he waited for half an hour, and then another half an hour, and then another 10 hours, and then another 2 hours, and then another 3 hours. So this will be the total time taken by the Superman to reach the point A to point B. Yes or no? Because we know all the time, what are all the time that he is travelling for, the distance is also given. So by using all the data, we could have we can able to find the total distance, as well we can able to find for reaching this point A to B, what will be the time taken, right? So I think 10, 15, this will be 16, right? Why? Because half an hour will be 1 hour. So 10, 15, and this will be 16, and here it is 3.5 plus 1.5. So 3 and 4, so 4 and 0.5 will be 1 hour, which is 5 hours. So this total will be 6 hours. So 6 hours, that is 16. 16 plus 5 will be 21 hours. So Superman would have taken 21 hours in order to reach from point A to B. So it's understood or not, right? So 10, 3 plus 2 will be 5, 15, half an hour will be 1 hour. So total is 16 hours. So these 2 points will be 3.5, 1.5 will be 5 hours. So 16, 5 will be 21. So 21 hours will be the total time taken by the Superman to reach this distance. I think that's the value. Whether any other passage has been given other than this? No, I think, no, that's it. The complete passage has been ended here. So I think these are the values we found out by using the passage. So now let me move on to the questions, what they have given under this passage, and we try to solve it, right? Very interesting. So now let me move on to the questions. I hope while writing the test, just check where you have made a mistake. In case if you have made a mistake on some of the points, make sure to rectify it. That's the reason I am saying by just watching the video, you will not learn anything, right? In this data interpretation series, I am saying that's a 30th video. Already I have posted 29 videos with different DI. So write the test first. So test always plays an important role to understand your mistakes. So once you write the same question as a test, you could have struggled somewhere else. So now if you watch the video, you can learn, okay, this is the place I struggle. So now I'm okay with it. So next time, if the question was similar to this, you should not make a mistake. So rectify it, automatically you will clear if you are going for any competitive exams, right? So basics are more and more needed. So now let me move on to all the five questions. How many questions they have asked? Okay, only 4 questions they have asked. 3 questions. Okay, so based upon this passage. So here is the first question. If Batman and Spider-Man travels with the uniform speed and the Batman beats Spider-Man by a distance of 124 kilometers, then what is the speed of the Spider-Man? So friends, here our target is to find what is the speed of the Spider-Man, right? And even in the question also, in the passage what they have given also, the Spider-Man speed, I think it was not given, but the Batman speed has been given, because the Batman speed will be 60 kilometers per hour, I think so, 60 kilometers per hour, right? So according to the question, just now we calculated the value 1240. So 1240 will be the total distance, and here where the Batman speed will be 60 kilometers per hour, which was given in the question. So now according to the question, we don't know what is the speed of the Spider-Man, but they have given one point that Batman, right, just look at the point, Batman beats the Spider-Man by a distance of 124 kilometers. What is the meaning of it? We just now have in the initial stage of this video, I have told this. You have to learn the races concept clearly. There is a separate lesson I have posted on the races, which comes under the time and distance topic. So if one person defeats or beats another person by this much of kilometer, that means if the first person, that is the person Batman, right, so he could have reached this distance 1240 kilometer, and what is the speed? So time is equals to distance by speed. So distance by speed will be 60 kilometer per hour. So friends, understood or not? What I am calculating here is the time. So time taken by the Batman to reach 1240 kilometers. So 0, 0, cancel it on 2 table. So this will be 3, cancel it on 2 table, 62. So that means the time taken by the Batman to reach 1240 in 62 by 3 hours. So in the same time, in the 62 by 3 hours, in the same time where the Spider-Man will be at some distance, that distance how will you find? Because he is the person who is winning the race. Batman is winning the race. So the difference between both the person distance will be 124 kilometer. Why? Because while Batman reaching 1240, the Spider-Man will be 124 kilometer less than the total distance. Only then we can say while reaching this point where the Batman beats the Spider-Man by 124 kilometers. So when you subtract 124 from here, 1116 kilometer. So now, while the Batman reaching the total distance 1240 at a time of 62 by 3 hours, in this same time 62 by 3 hours where the Spider-Man will be at the distance of 1116 kilometer. Only then we can say the Batman defeats the Spider-Man at a distance of 124 kilometer. So this is the concept of the race. Same time, but the distance will be different. So the speed will also be different. We already know that the batsman speed is how much? 60 kilometer per hour. So now what is our target? Our target is to find what is the speed of the Spider-Man. We know the kilometer distance, we know the time taken. So time is equal to, our target is to find what is the speed. So speed is equal to distance by time. So we can directly calculate the speed here because our target is to find the speed according to the question. So speed is equals to distance by time. So 1116 divided by 62 by 3. So this can be written as 1116 into 3 divided by 62. So I think we can calculate this on 48. 4. Okay, let's cancel this on 2 table. This will be 31, right? So once you cancel this on 2 table, 5 2s are 10. So remaining will be 1. Again 5 2s are 10. Remaining will be 1. 8 2s are 16. So 558. So I think we can cancel again by directly by 31 table. So 1 times will be 31. Remaining will be 24. That is 248. So 8 times, right? 8 3s are 24. So 18. 8 3s are 24. So remaining will be 2, which will be 54 kilometer per hour. So finally, we found the speed of the Spider-Man will be 54 kilometer per hour. So friends, understood or not how I calculated it, right? So just listen carefully. So we know that the Batman time taken, we know the Batman total distance of the destination from A to B is 1240, which we calculated by using the passage. And in the initial of the passage, they have given the Batman speed as 60 kilometer. By using these two data, we can easily find out what is the time taken by the Batman to reach this distance, which is 62 by 3 hours. So the same distance, Spider-Man also he will be also traveling at that time, but which person wins the race? Where the Batman wins the race. And after what they have mentioned here is the Batman defeats the Spider-Man by 124 kilometer. That means the difference between both the person distance will be 124, and he is winning the race, he is losing the race, so he will be behind some distance, which is 124. So I subtracted 1240 minus 124, which will be 1116 kilometer. So at the same time, this person will be winning the race. At the same time, he will be 124 kilometer behind the Batman. So we know the distance, we know the time. So distance divided by time will be the speed. So I have calculated 54 kilometer per hour. So which will be the speed of the Spider-Man, right? So this will be the answer for this question. I think similarly the last question also, I think it's based upon the same concept, right? So try to solve it. So I will be solving the next question here. So here is the second question. If Superman's car has not been punctured, then what is the distance would have been defeated the Batman? Okay. If Superman car was not being punctured, then okay, understood the concept. So what they are saying is in the data, right? We already know that he had traveled some distance and then his tire got punctured and the speed has been reduced to 50%. So now here what they are saying is, in case if the Superman car was not punctured, then he could have traveled at the same speed, because already the Superman speed was given in the question, which is 80 kilometer per hour. This was the data they have given in the question. and we know that the total distance will be 1240 kilometer. So let's see what is the time taken. So time taken will be 1240 divided by 80. So we can cancel it. 1 8s are 8, 8 5s are 40, again 5. So here, if the tire, right, if the Superman tire is not, if the Superman car tire is not punctured, then for traveling the total distance 1240 kilometer, Superman would have taken 15.5 hours, right? So now what they are saying is, what distance he would have beat the Batman? Similar concept like previous question. Just now first question I have told you. If one person beating the second person or any person, then we have to figure out the distance between both the person. That is difference between the distance. So now in this 15.5 hours, the person Superman would have traveled 1240. Same 15.5 hours, let's see what is the Batman distance. So we know that the Batman traveling will be 60 kilometers per hour. So 15.5 into 60, so which will be 10, 6 5s are 3, 30, 6 5s are 3, 9 30. So here we found out 930 is what? 930 will be the total distance that was travelled by the Batman at the time of 15.5 hours. At the same 15.5 hours, Superman would reach the destination. So that Superman won the distance, won the race by a distance of how much? You have to find the difference. So 1240 difference of 930. So here we have 70 and here we have 240. So 240 and 70 will be 310. So answer for this question is 310. I think the second question, right? Second question, I don't have option. Okay, so let's check 300. I hope 310 will be the answer, right? So answer for this question is 310, because we have to see what is the difference between the distance traveled by both the person. In this time, he finished the race. In the same time where the Batman was at the point of 930 kilometers. So what is the difference between the distance? 1240 minus 930 will be 310. So 310 is the difference between the distance where the Superman defeats the Batman at a distance of 310 kilometers, which will be the answer for this question. I think the remaining question was not that much difficult. All the values will be like similar to this. I hope you have solved all the remaining questions. In case if you could not able to solve it, I think the solution was also there in the test series. If you can't able to understand it, so tell us in the comment section. I will post the remaining question as a video. So again, my suggestion is always first write the test, right? Because it's not about the prelims exam. If it is a prelims exam, first level or first tier exam, I won't say this. You can first learn and then start practicing. That's the point I would always recommend you on many of the videos. But here I am saying it in a reverse way. First write the test and then come and watch this video. Why? Because only if you are writing the test, you can understand which point you are struggling. So that if you watch the video and you can able to understand where you are struggling and why you could not able to solve at that point. So you are missing on that concept. So learn that concept and try to rectify that mistake, and on the next DA, if you solve it automatically, you will get an idea, right? So mains exam, if you are going for any bank or any competitive CAT exams, don't think that the DA is difficult. If you are strong on the basics, if you are strong on the concept, nothing is difficult. You can able to solve it in an easy way. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really like it. Don't forget to purchase the book on Amazon and start practicing all the questions what I have given on the book. So thank you so much for watching it.